So hello, good day guys. How you doing? So today we'll be talking about JavaScript. So I would like to show you the account of Lux Tech Academy. So this is my Twitter page right here. So you can follow if you want. So this is the page. So you can also follow them on Twitter. So let's go to the business of the day. So we're going to talk about control flow and JavaScript errors. So the control flow is the order in which the computer executes statements in a script. Code is run in order from the first line in the file to the last line, unless I'll be right back. The Unless the computer runs across the extremely frequent structures that change the control flow, such as conditions and loops. In JavaScript, we have the following condition statements. We have the if statement to specify a block of code to be executed if a specified code is true, else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false, if else to specify a condition to test if the first condition is false, switch to select one of many blocks of code to be executed. 1. If statement is the fundamental control statement that allows JavaScript to make decisions and execute statements conditionally. So please, if you are watching this, you are the first person to, if you like this video, if you are the first person to subscribe to my Twitch channel, please do that. If you like my video, if you like my channel, please do that. So if statement is a fundamental control statement that allows JavaScript to make decisions, execute statements conditionally. The syntax for a basic if statement is if, then brackets expressions, then with another bracket statements to be executed if expression is true. When a JavaScript expression is evaluated, if the resulting value is true, the given statements are executed. If the expression is false, then no statement will be executed, would not be executed. It is usually recommended to use comparison operators and making decisions. Example, create a file named index.html and add the following code. So there's the code, but I don't think we need it to create it. So let me create age equals to 20 if, okay, yeah, we need to create it. So let me go and create it. then use the file used recently. Ctrl Q, Ctrl O. Or let's use CodePen. I should sign up for CodePen. So we have HTML. So let's go to the JS part. Var h equals 20. Then if so if age equals to 20 and if age is greater than 18, so document.write qualifies for driving, so it prints it out, as you can see. So after running the code, if your browser if after running the above code in your browser, its output does not qualify for driving, set the variable to different value and try. So let's do that. So it does not show. And it shows here again. So the else statement, this statement is used to specify the block of code should execute if the condition is wrong. The statements of the basic else statement as follows: if, then brackets, condition, then brackets, then slash slash block of code to execute if the condition is true, then else, then slash slash block of code to execute if the condition is false. So we have an example. Let me use var instead of int. Var a plus var a equals to 100, var b equals to 100. if brackets a is b is greater than a, return. Okay, let me try this print, but I think it's Java. Print a is less than b, else print else print a greater than greater or equal with the what's the problem, equal to b. So let's check the console. It's Java. Console.log console.log. So let's change this to 90. A is greater than b or equal to b. Let's change, let's say here is 80, this 90, A is less than b. So that is what we get. So the if else statement, if else statement is the next statement that allows JavaScript to execute statements in a more controlled way, following an example. If age, so let's copy this. So var age equals to 20 if age greater than 18, console.log on the age. Else console.log let me in. So the ages is, so the age is 20, so it's allowed to enter. So while the age is 16, it's underage. So this is an else if statement used to specify a code if the code is false, and the syntax for a basic else is as follows. So if condition 1 block to execute if condition 1 is true, and else if condition 2 block to execute if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, else block of code to execute if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false. So example, if time is less than 10, create a good morning greeting. If not, time is less than 20, create a good day greeting, otherwise good evening. So let's do that. So let's say if time greeting cost good money, then always remember to put a semicolon, then if else if time is return 20, greeting cost to good day, else greeting cost good evening. So let's create for time. First get time. So now let's keep it. So for switch statement, this statement is used to perform different actions based on different conditions. We will discuss switch mode when discussing continue and break keywords. So the syntax for a basic switch statement is as follows. So condition, then bracket, expression, then case x / code block, then case y / code block, break, then default code block. So JavaScript errors. When executing JavaScript code, different errors can occur. Can be coding errors made by the programmer, errors due to wrong inputs, and other unforeseeable things. Then the try statement lets you test the block of code for errors. The catch statement lets you handle the code. The throw statement lets you create the custom errors. Technically, you can throw an exception, throw an error, which can be a JavaScript string, a number, a boolean, or an object. This is for today. We'll discuss more on errors next week when we are handling input validation, HTML validation, range, and eval error. So no amount of academy study of older people can compare to breaking an editor and start making mistakes. So let's move to the second one, the default. So JavaScript loops are handy if you want to run the same code over and over again, each time with a different value. Loops can execute a block of code a number of times and offer a quick and easy way to do something repeatedly. So often this is the case when working with arrays. So text plus minus, cars, condition, cars 0 bracket 0 plus br, text plus equals cars 11 plus br, text plus equals cars 2 plus br, text plus equals cars 3 plus br, so and so on. So var2, example 2, var I for I plus 0, I less than cars dot length. Then I plus plus, then text plus equals cars I plus R. Text plus car 0 plus BR. So it did not work, so we can skip it. So the above example 1 and example 2 both do the same tasks, but example 2 loops through the array, making the code shorter and reducing repetition over. Remember, to address the magic number your loop. I mean, I you can always define the variable first. Each shown below const. So this is another way of const. Second, if it does not work, so 3640 for I 0 I a second. Block of code return. So it did not work, so we can forget about it. So the basic loops are for loops, do while loop. A for loop repeats until a specified code evaluates to false. The JavaScript for loop is similar to any strongly typed language like C. For loop. Syntax of JavaScript for loop: for initial expression slash comma colon semicolon condition semicolon increment expression, then block of code to be executed. Example: express the goal 5 steps to east. See as if loop var step for step, then your step for step close 0, step 5 greater than step plus plus console dot log working is one step. So it works. So there's a solution. Working is one step. So it's repeated itself 5 times. The working is step, one step, repeated itself 5 times. If we want it to repeat up to, let's say 10, no, 6, 7, no, just leave it at 5. So a while statement executes statements as long as a specified condition evaluates to true. A while loop statement looks as follows. So while with the bracket condition statement, example for n equals 0, where x equals 0, while n 3 less than n plus plus, x plus n. So carrots, and avoid infinite loops, make sure the code is in a loop eventually becomes false. Otherwise the loop will never terminate. The statement in the following while loop executes forever because the condition never becomes false. So the infinite loops are bad, while true. Then the console.log hello world. So the do while loop is similar to while loop except that the do while loop doesn't evaluate condition for the first time. The loop executes forever. However, the condition is evaluated for subsequent iteration. Syntax of a JavaScript do while loop: do statement while condition. So var I equals to 0. So do equals 1 plus equals 1. I plus equals 1. Consider log I while I 5 5 greater than I. The for in statement. The for in loop is used to loop through an object project properties. JavaScript executes the specified statements. Syntax of JavaScript: for in variable name in object statements or block to execute. So var objects for object 1, 2, 3. So for var pro in obj console.log obj slash prop. Okay, it was a bracket prop. So it did not work. So we can just forget about that. I'm not sure of this for loop and for of loop. I've never tried this before, so we can also forget about that. So use the break statement to terminate a loop switch of condition with a label statement while The continue statement can be used to restart a while do while loop of label statement. We have decided to carry forward break and continue statement for the weekend. Wow, which will be optional. So thank you for watching my stream. So please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on my social media handles if you care. I'll post the link below. So thank you for watching the video. So